Welcome back to another day of building in Minecraft for 30 days, and we are on day 3. So today I am messing with the textures and doing a little bit of a gradient. Right now we're trying to do a little bit of a gray stone gradient, and I am going to be doing a little bit of changing of depth of a gray gradient on the bottom and a white gradient on top. So right now I'm just trying to get the different stones we're using to get a good looking gray mix. We are using andesite, cobblestone, tuff, and stone brick to get this effect. And we are also going to use spruce. You can see the blocks on the left side of the screen for the blocks we're going to be using in today's build for the block palette. And yeah, so right now we're just doing the outline of the build and getting that gray part of the gradient, doing that outline. And I don't have much else to say about that, so let me just let you enjoy this gray gradient for a little bit. Okay, now I'm on to trying to build the front and add some leaves on the sides to give it a little bit of color and break up the texture a little bit. So now I'm working on the front part where the door is going to be with a little bit of arch. I'm trying to make it a wood arch. It was very hard to figure out a design that I liked, but I'm trying really hard on this build. This I think is my first build that I do really like how it came out. It's not perfect, but this is when I started getting a hang of some technique, and I'm surrounding it with some spruce trapdoors, and I'm adding some more stairs and spruce trapdoors to break it up a little bit. And tell me what you think if I should have added those spruce slabs. I wasn't sure, but it does look like it could look good. Now I'm adding up that white part that I was talking about, move that door back, and adding calcite to start out with as the main block for the texturing. And then after that we're gonna go in there with diorite and white wool. But I am trying to get the walls all figured out, adding a little bit of texture to the walls. I don't know what you want to call these, texture to the pillars. We're clipping through the wall a little bit, sorry about that. I really tried to in future episodes to not clip very often as much as I can. Oh, I used some polished white diorite. I don't know if I use any normal diorite. I think I do. So I also decided of making a window in that front area. I'm going around doing that polished diorite at top to kind of break up to kind of put I don't even know what it's called, but just a line there to give kind of a stop line. And right now we're just adding the white wool and diorite to get that texture going, and I think it looks pretty good. I don't know if it looks great, but it's my first time doing that gradient, and I still definitely need to get a hang of it. So right now we're figuring out how we want to do this roof, and I'm doing this kind of 3D effect with the roof. And then in the front of the building, I'm doing a little bit of a different roof, and then I connected those up, and then I'm gonna connect them all the way back, make them all the way, and then I have this little area where the window is gonna be, and it's also gonna be a little area in the actual build that you can walk in to look out the window, but we're going to be working on the window itself. Man, I really do clip a lot in this one, a lot more than I would like. So right now we're in spectator mode, or first person, and just replacing all that calcite and with some oak, polished, which I tried polished birch at the beginning, and then I decided, I don't know about that, so I decided to switch that out to polished oak later. But we're figuring it out, and we got the roof going there. This is where I added to, not polished, what am I saying? Stripped is what I meant. Stripped oak and some stripped spruce here is I guess what I decided to go with, and then we add a ladder up there so we can get to it, and some dark oak trapdoors, or dark, yeah, I think it's dark oak trapdoors, and the spruce around, and then filling this in so it all looks uniform. And then now we're working on back to the roof and just trying to figure that out, and this takes me a little bit to get it to my liking, because on the other side it has this kind of 3D effect where I go up and down a little bit. You'll see. So like right now it's looking like very flat, so I have to go back and forth between the two to kind of get what I had on the other side so that it looks right. And right now I'm just trying to figure that out on the other side and match both sides up and figure that out, and then also figure out how I want to do this window going through here. So still messing with it, and then I decided I'm just gonna do spruce for the actual floor here, and then connect that up, and then we have that is mostly done. This is the big portion of the build done. Now it's mainly like working on windows and inside, and I did actually work on the inside of this. As you can see, I'm doing a little bit of the inside right there, but right now doing the windows, and I decided to do some glass, and then I'm trying to figure out how I want to do the window design. I go with a kind of, not window arch, but like a roof above the window, and messing around because I don't like my windows to look completely the same on every window, so I'm trying to switch it up but also make them similar. And then I go to the other side and copy and paste kind of on the other side, and eventually we'll get there. There we go. And we're adding the windows over here, and the interior I will show after we go through the replay recording, so you can see what the interior looks like. So I'm trying to add something on the back here because I didn't want to add windows just everywhere, because sometimes I get tired of windows, and it's good to switch it up and add something other than windows. And so now I'm messing around trying to figure out, what do I want to do? Do I want to do leaves? Do I want to do torches? What do I want to do? I decided maybe to do a window here, but I wasn't sure. I was like, should I do a window? Should I not do a window? Messed around with some ideas. I couldn't get anything that I liked, so I just filled it back in and said screw it. But I do add some plants on that front area to give it some more 3D-ness. I don't even think that's a word, but 3D-ness, 3D effect. And added some berry bushes there. And that's honestly the majority of the build right there. I do mess around with this on the sides there and see if slabs would work. And I try, and I'm like, no. I add them back to the trapdoors. Just mess around a little bit to see what I could do with it. I don't think this is the best build, but it's alright. And now I'm starting to work on the inside, and I will show you how the interior came out. Okay, so here's the interior. I did the classic item frame with a slab or a pressure plate with a torch to do that design. I don't, a torch on the wall. This is copper and netherite, which is very expensive if you were to do this on survival. But I think it looks so good. I would even consider doing it on survival, but netherite blocks are so expensive. Then we have this upstairs area here with the windows. Don't look too much at that other build. I'll focus on this one because you guys have seen these if you're watching my other videos. And then we can go down here. Or not go down, we'll go up here. This is what I was talking about with the dark oak trapdoors. And then we have the lanterns. We add some paintings in here so you can just enjoy watching the paintings. And then a little window to look at the other stuff I've done. So, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment down if you have been enjoying this series, and subscribe if you're new for more content such as this or other games that I may play. Peace out. Bye.